Hi friends, what's up nerds, nerds, freaks and geeks, and all that's in between? Is me, your girl, Daisy Dane. Welcome back to my channel. I'm genuinely blessed to have you here. Today I wanted to talk about Gypsy Rose again, probably for the last time, because I don't want to be one of these people who continue to talk about Gypsy. I don't have any interest in continuing to talk about Gypsy. I just want to bring up the fact that the news and media are now explicitly and most definitely complicit in the lie, in the fabricated, made-up lie that Gypsy Rose Blanchard Anderson has come up with, okay? And their lawyer. And this is a fact. There's no denying that now. And that's infuriating and scary at the same time. And I want to explain why that is. So if you're interested, if you would like to, check that out, please just hang out for a bit. And yeah, let's get into it. So I hope you guys are well. You sure do look swell. And thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me today. I think that Gypsy Rose is someone who needs a lot of help, like every day of their life. Like they need very severe therapy. They need to be in a program or something, like whether it's inpatient or outpatient. They need a program that has different aspects to it, because it's not just therapy that Gypsy needs. Gypsy has no idea of how to exist in modern times, and the way that they do, she's really going to end up just screwing herself, which, I mean, she is, but and maybe that's karma, right? Maybe it's almost deserved in a way, but here's my point. Gypsy Rose, we have really looked into it now and really gone into the paperwork and everything. So here's the facts. Gypsy Rose was not medically tortured or any of that, okay? Her mother may have treated her in some kind of ways, but I don't think it was torture. I don't think it was like she was treated horribly. I think her mother loved her very, very much, and her mother was very caring and attentive. And maybe Gypsy, being a little spitfire, felt that attentiveness was overbearing. And if you go back into any of Gypsy's interviews, you can hear her speak about how her mother was caring, how her mother was loving, and how her mother was there for her. And this does not flow with their narrative that, no, mama was bad, no, mama got me out of school, no, mama did this. No, she didn't, Gypsy, no, she didn't. And the worst part is that you are gaslighting people who are still hurt by your actions, by your crime, Gypsy, not your boyfriend's, your crime that you wanted to take out your mother because you wanted to go hooch about, okay? You literally could have hooched about and not done that. Like you could have, you were. And for those of you who don't understand that, Gypsy was engaging in very unsafe practices with older men, right? And who knows if it was for money or not. And the fact that they think, right, that Gypsy was somehow addicted to opiates or something, I don't believe that. I firmly don't believe that. First of all the medication in their cabinet, nothing to do with that, Gypsy. Stop lying. Like, that's all the public wants you to do, is stop lying. And for the media to co-sign your lies is absolutely abysmal. And the fact that you think it's okay to go to schools and speak to children, and even the autistic child that you spoke to recently, how mentally corrupt are you? Like, I get it. You have this thing with your genes or whatever, your chromosome malfunction. But so my main concern is that we are already growing up in a time where, like, look at people like Leilani Simon, or the cheerleader, or that girl who dumped her baby in the dumpster, and other things like this. We have a group of our youth who are sacrificing their youth, right? And not even thinking twice. But then these sick people in the media and on the news, they said, you know what? The kids aren't enough. Let's take out the parents too. So what do? They promote someone like Gypsy Rose. So Gypsy Rose is like, hey, y'all, it's okay. You can kill your man, get out in this amount of time, and then you can blame it on your ex-boyfriend. And what? It's so foul. It is so foul. If by now people cannot see the agendas at play, like, why? How do you not see it? How do you not see? I mean, I know that many are acutely aware of the system that is rigged, that we live in, but there are others who really think that it's just not so bad. It's just not so serious. It is. We are constantly under attack by trauma, which is the 24/7 news cycle of trauma, right? I call it that, right? Remember the trauma cycle, 24/7 loop of trauma? That's the news, right? Because they can't report on good things. And when they do, it's very, very, very few and far apart. And when they do, it's about some horrible tragedy that happened, but then, oh, this little magic, little tiny boop of happiness happened. It's not enough, and it needs to stop. The fact that they're pushing Gypsy on children, especially, and teaching about Gypsy Rose in schools is infuriating. It's disgusting. It's repulsive. And it really does lead these kids to think Gypsy Rose did something so horrid. But look, she looks so nice. She looks so nice. No, this is not a good person. It doesn't matter what they look like on the outside, how much she snips and tucks her body, how much she fixes her nose. Gypsy, you will still be this horrible person. You will still be forever hideous. You're a hideous person. And your outside appearance doesn't even matter because the disgustingness on your insides shines through. So does it matter that she has taken steps to better her life? Yeah, but where? Like, she hasn't gone to therapy. She's lying about that. Where was your therapy? You didn't do it in jail. You didn't do it after jail. So when have you been in extensive therapy? You haven't. And jail's not therapy. There is no therapy in jail. There is no, like, mental health in jail. We all know this. That's why prisoners have a really hard time assimilating back into society. And the worst part is these answers are so simple, yet they're not fixed. Like, there's so many things that could make the transition into society out from jail so much easier, but they don't do it, and I don't understand why. I don't understand. It's like they want people to reoffend. It's like they want people to go out there and just commit these horrible acts. And it's really messed up. The people that they are putting on pedestals right now is disgusting. Like, think about Hollywood, right? They did this without telling us. They put these people on pedestals. They knew how gross they were, by the way. And don't you think for a second that the people talking to Diddy on the news or on any of these talk shows, they don't know who he is? Like Conan O'Brien, he's a part of the club. He knows who Diddy is. He knows what he done did, okay? Who's the other one? Even Tucker Carlson, any of them, y'all, they know. Like, they're acutely aware of what's going on. They know that these are disgusting, sick people that are propped up. And now we're aware. And so Hollyweird is falling apart. And now they just don't care. Like, that's where my head is at. They clearly just don't care because they're allowing these people to thrive. Like, they want Gypsy Rose in our faces, down our throats, in our ears, in our head, in our minds. Why? Because they want to disturb our youth, who is already the most mentally unstable group of children, because they went through the for 2 years, locked down in their homes, not knowing how to interact with each other. Why? Because when you have antisocial behaviors or personality disorders or things like that, you get people who are more spontaneous, more willing to take risk, more willing to harm others. When you have antisocial behaviors mixed up, it's like, basically, let's do this, okay? Take a can and put antisocial, okay? Put locked up for 2 years. Put stressed out and dealing with economic problems and their future. Now shake it all up. Shake. What's going to happen? Kaboomy, okay? I don't get why people don't see that. I don't get why people don't get it. We're in a very touchy, sensitive time, okay? Trust me, I grew up in the 90s. They said words that you could not even imagine. Your Grammy would have a heart attack right now. But back then, it was like totally proper. Regardless, what I'm saying is we're living in a really messed up time. The fact that Gypsy Rose is really still out here claiming that she wants to be an influencer is disturbing. Gypsy, the best thing you could do for yourself and the entire public as a whole is go home. Go home and shut up and stop. Like, nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. Not even your boyfriend wants you. That's sad, dude. I think people would respect you at all, or even more, if you weren't in everybody's face, if you weren't profiting off of your crime, because you can deny, say, I'm just trying to make myself known for something else. You'll never be known for something else. You will never in this lifetime be known for anything else. It's not going to happen. You are Gypsy Rose. You did the thing you did to your mama. That's not going to change. Nobody's going to forgive that. Nobody's okay with that. So go home, Gypsy Rose. Go home. Take care of this fake baby. I don't care if you poop out a teddy bear. Take care of it. Best of luck to you, and get more help, like actual help. Rod and Christy clearly have never cared for Gypsy. They didn't want Gypsy. They still don't want Gypsy. They're like, we're kind of stuck with this. And then Gypsy being like, I had to marry Ryan because I can't go anywhere else. Yeah, because they don't want you there. They're scared. Your sister is probably scared, but she's just too kind to say it. And don't even come up on here on the internet and be like, yeah, I'm not scared. Yes, you are. You stupid bee. Yes, you are. We can see it in your face every time you get on camera with her. You're terrified. You're like, oh my God, when's it coming? Because you know she's like, And if you guys really think that Nicholas Godejohn did all that by his dang self, you really need to learn more about this case. You really need to look at those autopsy photos and really, really like educate yourselves, because there's no way. There's just no way. I truly believe Nicholas Godejohn was nowhere in the vicinity of what happened. I think that her mother was passed already. I think Gypsy had him come in and she was already like debilitated. She was already done for. Like, she had already been taken care of, stabbed, done up, whatever. And Nick just went in to give a couple blows to be like, pop, pop, pop. There we go. Just to be the fall guy. Why do you think he says, I'll never forgive this one guy? Because Gypsy was like, I'm going to sleep with this other guy if you don't kill my mom. You're a messed up person, Gypsy. Please get actual help. Like, stop lying. You're chronically lying. And the worst part for you, especially, is that the internet is forever and people don't forget. Okay? You don't mess with kids, and you don't mess with cats, and you don't mess with moms. Be careful out there, okay? Be kind to yourselves and your loved ones, and don't prop up Gypsy Rose or criminals like that, because they don't deserve a second chance. There's no rehabilitating that. I mean, she can live like a somewhat normal life, which is what she should want. She should literally just want to exist outside of the spotlight, but she can't because she's so narcissistic. Okay, that's my rant. Bye. Put your body on my jeans. Double C's on my cheeks. Don't trust me. Don't catch me.